every day. Go to work, same old story. I don't want anything but ordinary. I ran into an old friend the other day. I can't forget what she said.
Today's topic is water the lawn at your own home before you water it at somebody else's. Now this is pretty straightforward conversation we're going to have here, and it's sort of a no-nonsense topic that I want to discuss because I'm finding that people just don't get it. They don't have the courage to tell their partner they're not happy. So what do? They go find somewhere else to plant the seeds for however long they want to, just to feel good about themselves. Now, if you're really truly not in a good place in your relationship, do you really think it's going to get better by going out and doing this sort of stuff on the side and having affairs, or just having even just a sexual fling here and there? It's not a good place to be within yourself, and it's certainly not a nice place to put your partner. If you've been with them for any length of time, they deserve to know that you want to move on. And don't be sitting there saying, well, I just want to try it out and see what it's like first, because I don't know, maybe I still like them. Maybe I want to put them on a little bit of a break here just to see if, I really am going to miss them. Now that's a bunch of crap, and you know it. You just want to be able to have both sides of the fence here. I think sometimes after you've been together for a while, you almost look for an excuse to go and do something like this because you're bored. Or you're just sort of frustrated. You're not making an effort. They're not making an effort. You're just kind of sitting there as almost like a platonic, friendship. And you want more. So if you're not going to keep the fires lit at home, don't go out looking for them somewhere else, because even if you do find them for a short term, they're going to burn out there too. Why not be a whole person? Leave the relationship if you're really not happy. Take some time to yourself and then find somebody. How can you be emotionally available to anybody else when you're not finished with one other partnership? Why do you think that watering the grass at somebody else's house is a good idea? It never is, really. And just a lot of people end up getting really crushed through the whole thing. So really have some courage. It's really the worst place you can be on that side of the, of the situation where you're the one that's being deceived. Like, you put trust and loyalty into this relationship, and then you find out that there hasn't been loyalty for a long time. Sometimes it can work out that you really, both of you agree in your relationship that it's just not going anywhere, or you've kind of gone to the end of the cycle of where it's at its peak, and you just don't see, either of you see it coming back. Well, that's different. Sometimes love dissolves, your relationship changes. You just can't make it work. But the best thing you can do is be honest about it and not leave your partner sitting there thinking everything's okay, or maybe you're on a path to making things better when you're out gallivanting around with somebody else. Anyway, it's just something that I wanted to talk about because it seems to be happening that people just can't remove themselves from a relationship. Take some time, get to know who they are again, because we all change. We all go through different phases in our life. And if you've got somebody else in the mix, you really can't find out completely who you are, because you've got emotions with somebody else over here and one's unresolved over here. So take some time away. Do not go and get yourself into an uncompromising position with somebody else. And don't hurt the person that you loved wholeheartedly at one time. Just be strong about it. Move on, and don't go on to the next one before you've finished up the first one. Respect your partner enough for that. Okay, everyone, thanks again for subscribing to Dear Sybersue. Love you all. You're fantastic, and I love your comments. Keep them coming, and I will answer you. I promise. Okay, thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.